Hello. I thought I'd be creepy with 3 hellos. Welcome to Weekly Chatter Live. I am Joshua Harrell, and this is my co-pilot, Jason Block.
Howdy.
We are here for our weekly chatter. Yeah! And it's live.
A pause between it? Weekly
Chatter Live! So, if you are a returning member of our audience, of course, we are so happy to see you. And if you are new, buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride because we're feeling some kind of way today. So we don't know what's going to happen. And I'll tell you, our producer behind the camera is Evan. And he's a little wily back there. Yeah, he's got things going on, so he's going to keep the show moving. And at the end of it, you are going to have a smile on your face, because that's what I always do.
Me too.
With the sports. Stop, Evan. I can't with the sports. This is not... We're not in somebody's basements. Basements. We're not in somebody's basement doing our own little, review of the Eagles or the whatever hockey team. I don't care. I know that that's not the hockey team, but anyway. So. Yeah. The chatter part of our show is brought to you by our members-only Facebook group. So if you are a member of Travel Quest Network, hopefully you have joined our members-only Facebook group because there's some really good information in there. I mean, that is a very vibrant community.
It definitely is, and it's routinely one of those, top-rated resources.
Yes.
As we talk to our members, so it's great to see a bunch of people already in there chatting it up. So if you're not there and you're listening somewhere else, which is great, join the chat next time.
Yeah, that's where it's
more
at.
Fun.
Yeah, and you know what? Just to hit on that, you might think, well, Facebook's been around forever. What do you mean it's a resource? Whatever. Mm-hmm. I think it's often overlooked that when you're in especially the desktop version of Facebook, there's the little search bar over there. And when you're in the group, you can search by supplier, destination, and you can find a lot of information. It could be training resources, it could be testimonials, it could be, no, you don't want to work with that partner. There's something going on. So definitely use that. That wasn't a planned, it wasn't a part of our pitch, but when you said resources. So anyway, in the chat, if you are a member, then please share your wins, share your challenges, share where you're from, any of that good stuff. Just don't do weather. We're not the weather.
Too late.
Uh-oh. Okay, sorry. So if you did do weather, then I'm not judging you. So share some wins, share some challenges. We're just going to have a fun time.
Yep.
And sad news is that our Velma is on holiday today. So she is not going to be joining us.
Yay for her, but sad for us.
Yeah. But that means that Erica doesn't have to be worried about getting her time cut. If you notice, she knows that we're going to cut her off. So she gets a little extra nervous at the end. She gets a little more time. Evan did let her know. So we will have Erica coming to you from live from New Jersey. And today is a special show for us because... you know what? Last week we didn't celebrate, Evan, the 60th anniversary or 60th episode of our podcast. So anyway, sorry, that was just an aside. I remembered that, and I had to make sure I publicly
61.
ridiculed. Yeah. Roger Maris. But today is a special day because normally you're going to cheer camp to learn how to do high kicks and pyramids and stuff.
As I do.
As you do. But you and I both are going to be gone for a couple of weeks. So next week's show is going to be a little extra special. So we want to tune into that. I wonder what that might be.
I don't know, but I can already tell I'm excited.
Yep. And the other thing is, if you follow our social channels, or just even yours or my Instagram, I'm sure you're going to get to peer into our adventure as we travel. I had to write it down because I haven't really paid attention to it this whole time. Rome, Naples, Palermo, Valletta, Messina, Corfu, Dubrovnik, Split, Zadar, and Venice.
That's quite an itinerary.
Yeah. And that will be the longest that you and I have traveled together.
Yes, it will.
Yeah. So, fortunately, you can't hide it on
So
a
if I
cruise
don't
ship.
come back, you'll know why.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So, let's go over and pop into the chat and see what's going on. Do you want to read the chat since you brought your laptop this time?
The laptop is back.
Angelo Larson, I hope you're tuned in because he's got the laptop.
It's right here.
Because you were judging.
All right, so we have lots of happy Fridays from a lot of our every weekers. So happy Friday to all of you.
And if you thought he was going to mention your name, I'm sorry he didn't.
I will give a shout out to Hannah Eklund, first in today.
Oh!
First in. That's big.
I tell you what, every time we're getting ready for the show, he is looking to see who is the first one during countdown.
I love seeing who's first in.
I think it's the joy that comes across your face is amazing.
There's some guy Joshua in here that chimed in. So glad to be here today with all you lovelies.
I'm trying to work on it. Yeah. Did you not know that was?
I knew that was you. Come on.
No, I was like, you go. Oh, that was you.
Okay, let's get into some meat of it. Nate Butler, happy Friday from the brand new and much needed United Lounge in Denver. Heading to Seattle to sail on the NCL Bliss up to Alaska. That sounds like fun.
Nate, is this your first time to Alaska? Because Mountain Man Travels is his company, and I just feel like Alaska...
that fits, yeah.
It fits.
Yeah.
It's on brand for you, for sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
Teresa gives us a happy Friday driving to North Carolina to visit her son. That sounds like fun. Drive safely.
Yes.
Let's see. Alan Granza, happy Friday from the golf course. Happy Friday from the golf course. Just sent my largest quote ever. He says, $69,000 for a private driver Scotland trip. Let's hope they boon. Don't know if they boon. I think maybe that's... He must be on the 19th hole.
Boom.
Thank you, Evan. All right. No, that's
Is that a sports reference?
I don't know what...
No, the 19th hole. What's that mean?
It means you're at the bar.
Oh.
Happy Friday from Daniela. Andy Spade, happy Friday. Solo balconies are coming. Yeah, I saw that. We'll talk about that during the headlines. Cheyenne, happy Friday. My win for the week is that I have 4 brand new advisors up and running this week, and almost all of them already have leads. Wow.
Yeah, girl.
That's amazing.
That's fantastic.
Wow. And I love that she didn't ease into it with 1. She was like, I'm going to have 4.
Yeah.
That's called scale.
Let's head 4. I love that. That's awesome.
Congratulations, Cheyenne. That's
our Bonnie's in with a happy Friday and a dang Minnesota is cold and windy.
While he's doing this, I'm going to sing, "Hi, we're your weather girls."
Happy Friday from San Diego. Rachel has a client that books cheap trips, and she called me yesterday and asked me to book her father on a cruise for January. He booked an owner's suite on Pride of America, my largest single cruise booking. How cool is that?
Yeah.
That you have an El Cheapo client that's all of a sudden dropping owner's suite cabins on you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
See?
You never know.
It's all...
referrals, baby.
It is. Referrals, and we were just talking to Universal and just talking about the fact that, those grandparents will will take the whole family to Universal. They're going to spend less on the family, and then they're going to do the upgraded experience.
Yeah.
And then from there, you've got the family going on trips and the grandparents going on National Geographic cruises. I mean, it's all very interconnected. You just got to be open to it, right?
That's right. That's right. Cheyenne dropping in on the weather chatter, North Dakota, cold and windy as well. And I have a bone to pick with her. She says she hates fall. There, I said
Who hates
there,
fall?
I said it, she said.
Nobody hates fall.
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
It is the best season.
It is the best.
Although summer's great too.
Man, in Atlanta, like when you wake up and you're like, ooh, I need a little jumper before I go outside. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's the best.
Our Velma checking in from vacay. Happy Friday.
Oh.
From Barnes & Noble. Hope you pick up a good book. What are you reading lately? Anything good?
I like books, how-to books, and specifically around business.
Yeah.
And I had to run in to get some binders out of FedEx, and they caught me with their merchandising, so I just grabbed a bunch of books recently.
I thought you were about to say they caught you, like, trying to steal the binders or
Oh,
something.
no. No, but they caught me with I love, there's so many, it's so inexpensive for people to put together books now that I love how creative people are getting around kind of mundane topics or things that, essentially you can find on the web.
Right.
But they're doing like a 365-day how to win at social media, just things like that. So I picked up a bunch of things like that. So I'm not reading anything as much as I just did a massive haul of topics. So
it's fun. And they sold that at Staples?
No, it was at FedEx office. Like I was like, I needed to get binders, and then I'm like, oh, how did you trick me with your merchandising here? I was impressed.
Bunch more Happy Fridays. Amanda says, Happy Friday from Bimini aboard the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady.
Oh.
That is awesome.
I bet she's having a blast.
I know. I've never been to Bimini, and
I
feel like I need to go.
I bet there's some calypso music.
I hope so. I love calypso music. My kids and my wife especially. Like I'll play in the summertime. Like I have a summer playlist.
Really?
I do. And it's fairly eclectic, but it's definitely summery. But this year, and every year I trim it. I pare it down, then I add a few things in. So this year I added some calypso music, which I played a song for you before we came on. Anyway, my wife is not a fan of calypso, I've learned.
Oh.
It's like old-timey calypso.
Yeah. But I was sharing a story that my grandfather used to be hotel manager down in Nassau, and so bands would come through with their albums, and they were 78. So those of you who know what a 78 record is, I mean, they were thick and heavy. So as a kid, I was listening to these calypso artists that I've tried to search for the songs and they're not available.
Yeah.
Like whatever I can remember, I can't. But calypso music, it shaped me as a little 6-year-old. I was doing it. All right, let's take a little break because we have some props that we need to discuss.
Oh.
Okay.
Love props.
So first off, we got some postcards. Da da da. Postcards, yes. So a few weeks back, we started our let's kind of go back old school and do postcards when we travel. So wherever you're traveling to, please pick up a postcard and make sure you mail it from that city. That's how they used to do it back in the day. So you have the little the stamp from the place, and we have 2 postcards. One's from Nashville, Honky Tonkin in Nashville. Let's see. This is from our Jessie. She was enjoying some PTO. So I can't see what that says. What does that say?
That's our address.
No, where worlds something meet.
Where words fail,
Music speaks. Okay. That was Hans Christian Andersen, not our Jessie. That she just did a nice quote. Thank you, Jessie. It'll go up on the wall. And then our Angela, this is from the Mule Train in, I can't read what that says, in Arizona. Supa?
Something like that.
Something. Having a blast. She went to Havasu Falls in Supai, Arizona. I probably should have looked up how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. But I'm just saying, look how beautiful that is. Can you see it? Yeah. Oops, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so send your postcards. The address is down below, and we need to do that. We need to send it from all these places.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you, Jessie. Thank you, Angela. We will put these up on the wall. We don't have any sticky gummy things right yet, so we will do that. Just want to say we had a fantastic Crown Call this week. If you don't know about what our Crown Call is monthly. We meet with all of our Crown members, which those are our top producing agents. And it is such a powerful, dynamic conversation of all these different business owners, all these entrepreneurs sharing ideas. There were some new alliances formed between some of our members and some of our suppliers because of the recommendations from some of the other Crown members. So just super, super excited about that. If you are a Crown member, congratulations, because that is not an easy feat to get into that group. Please join us for those Crown Calls. They're every month, and you get an invitation once you become a member of the Crown. So definitely be a part of that. And it's a good time. It's a good time. And it's not recorded, so you have to join it live. Also, we were in the news, but you in particular were in the news. A nice picture of you Insider Travel Report, all about World 23, which is our big annual conference for those who don't know. And it's so cool to see the world tuning in to our world.
Yeah.
And I when I pulled up I looked at the link and saw you were there. I was like, ooh! So you can check out the article. Just go to our LinkedIn, and it was also on Facebook, right, Evan? Yeah. So please check that out. Some nice coverage that we're seeing. And let's see. So yeah, I'm going to skip over that. And then I'm going to talk about something that we have hidden away from camera here. Candy corn.
Oh.
It is October. It is fall.
Cheyenne.
It is, Cheyenne. I bet you don't even want to look at this. I bet it like burns your eyes to look at it.
It's okay. We still love you.
So this is, yes, of course we love you. So candy corn.
Yeah.
Something we discovered, and really, I think it's our Evan. He likes to just pose random questions.
He likes to poke the bear.
Yeah, just to the group here in Atlanta. He said, "Who likes candy corn?" And it became a very divisive conversation.
Who knew candy corn was such a divisive issue?
Yeah. So,
I did not know that.
So please, in the chat, are you pro, con, or Switzerland? Because that's what you said your stance was on it.
I'm indifferent to candy corn. Like, I'll have one. I don't hate it.
You'll have one?
I don't love it.
Oh my gosh.
So maybe that makes me con then, if it's candy and I'm like, oh, just
I
one.
can
I'll have
eat
one.
so many pieces of it that I have very sensitive teeth. It starts to burn my gums because it's like stays stuck down there.
Yeah.
But I still once it calms down, then I go for another.
So you punish yourself.
It's not punishment.
You're a masochist, is what you're saying.
It's not punishment when it's this good. Anyway, candy corn.
So, Evan, were you pro candy corn?
I also agree, though. It's too much to hurt your teeth.
Pro candy corn. Abinay, very anti candy corn.
Yeah. What did the candy corn do to you, Abinay?
To a near maniacal degree. Like, Abinay believes that candy corn should be banned, and anyone who buys candy corn should be arrested. I'm pretty sure that was kind of where he fell on it.
if you eat enough of it in one go, it kind of tastes like chocolate. I don't know.
No.
Anyway, let us know. Candy corn or not
You're
candy
putting
corn?
me into the anti-candy corn camp just by thinking about it this much.
Okay. Well, that's candy corn.
So that means you have a whole bowl of candy corn just for you.
Well, let's be honest. Evan said, "Do you think I should get some candy corn so we can talk about it during the weekly chatter live, and then whatever's left over, I'll take home." So
he bought the 5-pound bag, and this is what he brought in.
Yeah. I was like, I'm going to go to Sam's and buy the giant bag.
Yeah.
Well, I had a really cool surprise, and I definitely want to get back over to the chat. But I had a really cool surprise last Friday.
Yeah.
The office emptied out. I was piddling around in my office, and there's 2 doors out of our building. And I went through the front door. Sometimes I'd go through the back door. And there was a package sitting up on the counter. Now, normally, when a package comes in, the office is all abuzz. Who gets, what is this? And it's just sitting there. But it was a package for me. And
Okay.
I was like, okay.
So
So
it was not a Subway sandwich.
It was not a Subway sandwich, nor was it an Amazon package, Ferris. It was not. So I open it, and the biggest smile came upon my face. Now,
Yeah, what was
first off, I didn't. It's like a box, right? And it's like Magic Candle Company, whatever. Okay.
Okay.
And then I just open it. There was something attached, like a packing list. But I was like, whatever. It just was a packing list. And then it said Banshee Flight, and I'm like,
What?
who's trying to hawk?
Something
their-
to like pop out of that?
No. No. And again, I'm by myself. It's in the evening, and I'm like, oh, déjà vu. Like, here, smell.
Smells nice.
That smells nice. Well, I didn't put 2 and 2 together. So then I went to the packing list. And so this is from Jenny Gordon, who was with me and a group of our members as we did the VIP tour at Walt Disney World.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, we were going in and out. I mean, it was so fast. Alan Granza, who's watching it from the 19th hole, he had arranged for us to make sure that we got every cool thing in. And I didn't know how many rides I have not been on, okay? And clearly I'm a Disney fan, okay? But I had really not been on a lot of rides. Like Slinky Dog, I didn't even know that was a thing. Slinky Dog, there was a lot. So anyway, we get to Animal Kingdom and Flight of Passage, okay? And Jenny Gordon says to me, or she realizes I haven't been on it before. We're in a group. And she says to me, "Oh, you're gonna love it. There's you get squirted with water in the face, and there's all the smells, and then there's a beast breathing on your thighs." And I didn't know how to take that, and I didn't know what I was in for. So anyway, the message says, "Joshua, may you always remember the smells, the sprays of water, and the breathing on your thighs during Flight of Passage. Thanks for being a part of some really great memories this year at World. Take care, Jenny." And so it all started coming back to me. It was like a Meatloaf song. It's all coming back to me. So this company, and this is not a pitch for this company, but I guess it is, Magic Candle Company, they capture some of the aromas that would be familiar to you from different rides. Because, there are some rides, and most of the time it's just old air conditioning that you smell. I mean,
That's a small world.
Yeah, exactly. But, yeah, this is one of the smells. But you have to, I wish there had been a camera crew around when she was telling me this, because I'm like, is this a good thing that all this is happening? Because all the smells could be quite a few things. But anyway, thank you, Jenny.
This is really cool.
If I had known it was here on Friday, I would have made sure I talked about it then. But I really appreciate you. I appreciate you giving me the warning of what to expect on that ride, because it was amazing. It was amazing. I didn't know that it would be. And, of course, thank you for coming to World and being part of that magic. So, anyway.
That's very cool.
I had to share that. What is going on in the chat?
Oh, let's see. Nate Butler on his way to Alaska. Win for the week is that payments for a group cruise that he's doing in February are coming in, and by the end of the month, he'll have enough commission to qualify for his ITAN card. That's very cool, Nate.
So for those, because we have a lot of people that watch.
Yeah.
Some people are in travel and some people are not. Sometimes people just like to hear us banter, right? What is an ITAN card?
An ITAN card is that industry credential that says you are a professional travel advisor.
Exactly.
And so there's a commission revenue requirement that you have to generate a certain amount of revenue. It's $5,000, I believe.
Yep.
And once you do that, then you can qualify for the card within the last year. So it's not cumulative.
Right. And if you want to learn more about that, just type in IATAN in WorldVia Pro if you are a member, and you can learn about that. But as the agency, we have to verify that you've done this production. And it really is a rite of passage, like a flight of passage, for a travel pro.
Yeah, it's one of those milestones, right? Especially if you're starting out part time, like Nate is, and so many people do. That it's that one of those key milestones that you say, yeah, I'm doing this, and it's really cool to see. So congratulations, Nate.
Yeah. And just as a little plug, there are some side benefits. Certain hotels will give discounts to travel advisors, and that is your proof that you are. So fortunately, they've got a lovely app that you can use, so you can you don't have to carry an old-fashioned card around.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Well, congratulations, Nate. So proud of
isn't
you.
that cool?
That's awesome.
Matthew Wynn this week started editing my Emerald Princess video. Now, I'm guessing you sailed on the Emerald Princess and took some video, and now you're editing it together. I think that's what that means. So that's pretty cool.
That is.
Yeah. Nice. Amber, hello everyone. Happy Friday. Bonnie, you never know. Oh, she's congratulating on the cheapo customer. Yeah. Yeah, you never know. Rebecca Anderson, win for the week. I just hired my son's girlfriend to help me with my social media marketing, and I think I may have found a sub-agent today. Woohoo! Challenge letting go of said tasks.
Oh, yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
Angela Larson, very happy to see that the glasses and the laptop are back.
Yeah.
All is right with the world, she says.
Yeah. I could sense the energy, the force was off.
Okay, let's see. Wait, I've lost my place. Hang on. Oh my goodness. You guys have a lot of chat.
A lively bunch this very fabulous fall Friday, Cheyenne.
Okay, well, I don't know what happened because now everything is new. Okay, Hannah, win for the week, buttoning up an FIT to New Zealand that posed more bizarre booking challenges than she's ever faced. And returning clients are always a wonderful win. I totally agree. That's fantastic. Nate says Croatia is amazing. Split and Dubrovnik are two places I want to get to again.
Okay.
Let's see.
You know what we should do?
What?
The day before we're going to be in a place,
Yes.
we should ask everybody to tell us what we should do. So even though we're going to be on a cruise and they are very well skilled at like the ins and outs of the different places, we should let our members tell us what we should do.
That would be fun. That might be difficult though because they have us on a pretty set itinerary many of the days.
But you don't think that we could
I'm sure there's
convince
some room for deviation.
Okay.
So yeah, Hannah said she missed last week, and I'm hoping you got my postcard I sent. I don't think we did yet, although those postcards can take a little while, so we will keep an eye out for it.
But I will tell you that when a postcard shows up, Evan lights up like a child on Christmas morn. Like it is wonderful.
Look, it sounds silly, right? But it's one of those things. It's a small, like, tangible thing for everyone in our office that we know we have relationships with so many of our members, and it's great when we get together in person. But even something as trivial as this, it's that physical connection to everyone here in our office, and people do really get excited. So please do send them in. It's fun for us.
Yeah, and Angela, so she was with her family, and they went down into the canyon. I didn't realize this, that they only allow so many people down into the canyon a year. There's the different licenses, and I think it was her brother had told her about this place that you had to go, and she said it was almost like they were in a prehistoric tropical environment, and it's not something I would have associated. I always think of station wagon pulling up to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah,
and
I picture a donkey going down the trail to get down to the bottom.
Right. Well, even the stamp that's on this is the mule train donkeys, and I bet it's the same thing that they've had since 1954. So, it's really cool. Thank you for sending that. Mm-hmm. All right. So,
we could go on for days here.
So let's take a pause because I did hear a little ringy dingy in my ear, which means
I'm gonna try to pull out some good ones while you're doing
that. So when I hear the ringy-dingy in my ear, that means that we got somebody in the green room, and today we have our Erica Scanelli coming in from New Jersey. Hey, Erica.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday to you. Are you glad that, I know that you love Velma, but, you get a little extra time this week.
I do. I'm not that upset about that. Velma has been, she's on vacation today, but she's in the chatter. She's responding in Teams. And apparently she is, not very good at a vacation day. So, and I'm going to go ahead and say Velma deserves a vacation day. So she might need a do-over. Do
you know what? She loves us so much that it's every day's a holiday. Right, Velma?
I can hear the giggle from Tyler, Texas.
Yeah, no, I could see there's a smirk that Velma gives when she's like, yeah, that's not how it goes. I feel like that's what we're getting. So Erica, you are filling in for Velma, to tell us, do the leaderboard. The
big
top
responsibility. So
top sales invoice over the last year the last week ranked in order of volume. So who was number 3?
Number three was, we won't name names, but number 3 is a member who sold, Velma likes to tell what we sell. So I'm going to share that this member was selling Viking as well as some Europe Express, and this member had a client who couldn't decide, so they're going to Universal and Disney, which I like. And those bookings combined created sales of just ever so shy of $104,000 for a revenue of $17,415.
Woohoo!
Ka-ching. Number 2. You want to hear what's in number 2?
Absolutely. Why are you teasing me like this?
Because this is a member that Velma shared, approached her during World and said October is going to be a breakout month. And look at this. Here we are. And this member is sitting at number 2, having sold not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 Viking Ocean cruises and 1 Viking River cruise. So that is 7 transactions to total $173,000 for a revenue of $26,129. That's a breakout if I've ever heard of one.
No, and I love that because here, just in this particular weekend, obviously this is when the deals have closed and it's ready to invoice. So, when we're looking at this, it's not like these are traveling right now. But when you look at the world of supplier partners you can work with, there's so many options. But here with Viking, you've got ocean and you've got river, and look at the money that this agent is doing in turnover just with this one supplier. So you can be the master of one supplier and kick boutte.
I would go ahead and guess this particular person is having a Scrooge McDuck moment right about now.
Swimming in the coins. Swimming in the coins.
Swimming in the coins. Swimming in them.
All right, so drum roll.
Number one, drum roll, please.
It doesn't end, so you have to cut it off, Erica.
This member, only about 20 bookings with Viking, again, our friends on the ocean and on the river, and Virgin. So this member did nothing but V's all week. $209,000 for a revenue of $32,349. Smackaroos. Wow.
Well, I love when we do the leaderboard because those who did these invoices, they know. And it's a very what I've heard is it's a very gratifying feeling when you find out that you're number one, number two, number three out of all of the network based on what you invoice. So congratulations to everybody who closed some deals last week, but a big shout out to spots number 1, 2, and 3 because we don't want to blow up your spots. That's why we don't say who did this, but congratulations to you guys. And I guess we should also say that even though Velma is not here, she will be back Monday at 1 for a conversation with Katie Turpin of Bucket List Travel. And if you haven't watched any of the conversations, please go to Pro and Episodes and check them out. Or you can check them out on YouTube because that is... When Velma's breaking it down, she's breaking it down. So and every conversation is a powerful one. So definitely check that out. And then the check-in, right? Velma's blog. We've got Velma's blog. If you have not been checking out Velma's blog on Pro, please do. There is a lot of good information you can get. I mean, if you send Velma a question, she will answer, but she will also maybe check you on the check-in. So get checked.
I'm sensing why Velma doesn't get days off very often.
She's a busy person. And
you want to hear what else is going on next week?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because normally this is when we kind of segue into you and what's going on. What should we expect next week and not miss?
You know what I'm super excited about? Fall workshops are officially kicking off on Tuesday, and I am starting with Building Basics, a guide to a trip's components. And for our new members out there, this is especially for you. We're breaking down the basic building blocks of what goes into a vacation, all those little details that live under a flight, under a hotel, under a cruise. And we're going to look at some tips about using a CRM to manage all this key information. So this is going to be a really good session, I think. So it's practical and it's very user friendly about how to get through all these details of these building blocks.
That's awesome.
Very exciting. Yes, very exciting. Then on Tuesday, we are having our meeting of the Spark Society.
So
would you like to share about that? Yeah.
Oh, you want me to share about it? See, she's such a tease. She just gives little crumbs of love and makes me jump for it. So we were very excited. Those of you who specialize in Disney destinations, we were really excited. We've had our special club that meets once a month. Sorry, kind of all focused around Disney destinations. So we decided to give it its own very special name. Oi. And it's the Spark Society. So I don't know if we've updated it in Pro, but if you can also look under Dream Makers. You can search for Dream Makers. If you specialize in Disney, if you've gotten your College of Disney Knowledge certification, then you can apply to be a part of our group. It is an extra special club now that it's all sparky and stuff, right?
Yeah, I love that. Sparky.
Our
Our imagination was sparked, right?
Yes.
Yes, we were ready to take Dream Makers to the next level.
Yes. So
very
please
excited.
join us. Please join the
us.
call
Yes.
and join the
we
society.
we will post all fresh details if you are interested and not already a member of the Spark Society. For those of you that are members, you received your invitation today. So we'll see you next week. Now, not to be outdone, our friend Gail from Universal is going to be with us twice next week. We are power talking and then partner connecting with Gail. So I am very excited to see that happening. And, the difference, the partner connection, this is going to be some, different insight into some more details about Universal. Yeah?
Yes.
Yes. So we have this we have this great power talk every month with Gail, and the partner connection is going to allow her to dive just a little bit deeper. Also coming next week for a power talk is our friend Karen at Holland America, and she's talking Wondrous Alaska by Land and Sea. And we're going to talk about Alaska, and we're going to talk a little bit about not Alaska too, because we love Holland America. They are our classic Alaska cruisers, but they go, all around this great big world. So, and speaking of cruises, our friend Alicia from Celebrity is also going to be here for a power talk on Thursday. And we are talking about succeeding with Celebrity. Alicia's got some marketing tips and tricks to share with us. So I'm really jazzed to talk to Alicia.
Yeah, and I do know that she's got a little more than tips and tricks. She's also got some things in her back pocket to help the members of Travel Quest Network specifically, I guess. So definitely tune in for that, because she gave me a little preview. So definitely check on that.
That's pretty cool. I would also just like to give a congratulations to our friend Stephanie Boyle for earning her leisure specialist certificate from Travel Leaders.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Did you know that we get a great discount on Travel Leaders programs as members of Travel Quest Network? So I'm going to drop into the chat after we get off. I'll hang up and drop the link into the chat for you guys to check out how to become a specialist just like Stephanie.
Absolutely. And these are not like, you can get it done in 15 minutes or in an hour. These are in-depth training courses that everyone who I've spoken to who has completed their certifications and the various, I think, isn't there 6 different options, I believe, now 7?
7?
Yeah, so everyone who has gone through it has told me, their confidence shot up, and the information was invaluable. So, please take advantage of that. Yeah, you can look for the specialist courses in World Via Pro, or reach out to our friend Erica. I'm sure she'd be happy to point you in the direction.
You got it right.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us, Erica. I hope you have a wonderful weekend.
I am excited for the weekend. It's going to be beautiful. It's Fall Fest here in New Jersey in October. So welcome, fall. I am on Abinay's train, though. That's evil. You can have it all. Temptation level none.
None.
I'm cool there.
Awesome.
Totally okay.
Well, now I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
choke
Erica.
a little bit.
Thank you guys.
All right, bye, Erica.
Bye.
Thank you. She doesn't. She has my book in
Yeah.
the back of, and she doesn't have. She only has it when she comes on the show here. So she props my book up in the back like she's, I feel like she's like she's the author, but. It's okay. You don't have to. I love you without you pimping out my wares. Like I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm teasing.
I'm surprised you don't have 10 copies of it lined up here.
Because they didn't sell. That's exactly where they'll. Oh my goodness. All right, so you've been getting some chat.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot from the chat.
Okay, so do you want to go through that before
Where do you want to go? We
Um,
have some fun comments. We have some poll results on the candy corn.
Oh, candy corn.
Candy corn.
Yeah.
And we have our National Day from Bill.
Oh, well, wait. Do National Day with Bill first.
Okay.
Okay.
So Bill, every week, for those of you who are new, Bill shares with us the National Day.
and sometimes it's days because
That's right.
people's different ones.
So today, Joshua, is National Smile Day. Now, I will say that my daughter sent me a text last night.
Is she also calling you right now? Because your
Probably.
phone is on vibrate.
Probably. No.
Isn't-
No. So my daughter sent me a text this morning at 8:30 a.m. and it's a TikTok video,
Okay.
and it's a picture of like I don't know, like a frozen yogurt or something.
Yeah.
And so I hit play, and it's a girl saying, "Hey, Dad, do you know what today is?" And he replies, "It's October 6th. Why?" And she said, "It's National Transfer Money to Your Daughter Day." Now, I don't know if Bella tunes into the weekly chatter. I don't think she does.
She probably should.
And I don't know if she knew that was a thing, but she shared that with me this morning, that it was national. And so I told her, "Isn't that every day?" Right?
Yeah.
But
The
anyway,
Smile
so
Day.
there's 2 days for you. For those of you who have a daughter
So-
out there, apparently it's National Transfer Money to Your Daughter Day
So
and National Smile Day.
So when you are doing a genuine smile, not a cheese for the camera, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Would I ever do that?
well, some people. My cousin, when it's time to do photos, he
Yeah.
is so warm and friendly. He
Uh-huh.
can chat up anybody. But the moment you say, "Okay, let's do a photo," he's like Wallace and Gromit. He's like, "Ugh." Yeah. But are you teeth or is it closed mouth for you?
Oh no, it's like
Yeah.
it's like kind of like a chuckle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like if I'm taking a picture with a group, my mouth will start to get like I'll start to just do like a closed mouth one, so I have to be like. So if you're ever taking a group photo with me, nothing is that funny. I'm just trying to make sure I don't go into mode.
Jesse says having a daughter is like having a broke best friend. I love that.
That's awesome.
Let's see. We were talking about books earlier.
Yeah.
Terry recommends, if anyone's looking for a good book, A Gentleman in Moscow. Sounds intriguing. No further details were given.
Evan's like yes.
Evan's corroborating. All right. Okay, so the candy corn.
Oh, I just hit the
Candy corn.
limit of the.
You hit the limit. You got a big bowl left. All right. So it's pretty well distributed here.
Yeah.
First of all, Tyson
Oh.
is weighing in that the pumpkins are much better than the normal candy.
Who also said that? Paul said that,
So-
and I'm like, I don't even think. Are they in the same family? Like, I feel like it's not the same species of candy.
It's pretty evenly split. I'd say we have 40, 40, 20. So 40% are no's. Cheyenne, who hates fall, said she obviously hates it.
Cheyenne, you're gonna love
that gave me
me.
a But Amber, Daniela, Amanda, Tundra all said no. Sandy, Jen, Stacy, Bonnie, Kelly said yes. Emily and Hannah are with me in Switzerland.
Okay.
So it's about 40, 20, 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Christine is with you on the Slinky Dog.
you didn't know
That
it was a thing.
That it's a great ride.
Yeah. I mean, every ride that I went on was great, but I didn't realize that these had been around forever.
Yeah.
And I was
Well,
like,
not forever. Slinky Dog's not that old. A couple years.
Okay. Well, if someone said, let's go to the park and ride Slinky Dog, I don't think I'd be like, oh, yeah, let me get in the bus and we're going to go on up there and do that. I don't think that would be my thing.
It's a good ride, though.
It was a good ride.
Sandy has a couple of these at home for Pirates of the Caribbean. And
Oh, that is
Haunted
a
Candle.
smell. That is a smell.
Although I feel like we've talked about this here before. If we have, just slap me. The ride, Pirates, it's the one place where I say Caribbean normally. Pirates of the Caribbean. But if I'm talking about, like, the Caribbean, I say Caribbean. How do you say the ride, Dave? Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. But
Well,
if
now, why
I'm going
is
to the
that?
Caribbean,
Why? Why do we do it differently?
I don't know.
Yeah. Anywho.
I think we should ask our dads. I bet they had said it one way and we just all jumped on.
Christine, win for the week, got a Travel Leaders Agent profile lead for an Alaska cruise.
Oh, fantastic.
Close that. Emily, win for the week, first destination wedding consultation with the bride-to-be. So that's a big deal. Very nice.
Very fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
wonderful.
that's catching us up in the
chat. Well, I guess now would be a good time to do headlines.
More talking for me? My gosh, I just got done. Need a break. Let me find them.
Oh, sorry. Never mind.
Wasn't
Yeah,
ready.
you're going to start the music again, and then he's going to do a head turn
Snap
to that
back.
camera. Yeah.
Foolishness. All right. Okay, so Airbnb, right? Verbo, Airbnb. You love this, don't you, Joshua? He's just sitting here munching on his candy corn.
I think we should always have snacks.
You-
But my teeth really hurt.
So Hyatt, they're getting into the short-term vacation rental business, which I think is a really interesting move.
Oh.
So you have, a lot of the hoteliers have lost share over the years to, the Verbos and the Airbnbs of the world. So Hyatt is, and we've seen folks like Expedia offering, Verbo through its Expedia platform and through Expedia Tap. So that's a product that we're increasingly selling as a network. Are those vacation rentals? And that's interesting. But Hyatt is saying, you know what, we're going to get into that space, and they are starting off. It sounds like with just select destinations, but they do intend on building out a global portfolio of properties. So I found that interesting. They're calling the platform Homes and Hideaways by World of Hyatt. So over the last couple of years, Hyatt is
doing
making
some
some
stuff.
moves. Hyatt is making some moves, not content to be.
Yeah, you just thought, oh, it's just the Hyatt. No,
Yeah.
Hyatt, global domination.
Yeah. So interesting. We'll see where it goes. Norwegian, our friends at Norwegian, are bringing the Wheel of Fortune to an interactive version on board, and they're going to start that on the Escape. So you'll be able to play Wheel of Fortune in the audience on your mobile device and live. Which is kind of fun.
Of Fortune!
My grandmother, my mom's mom, every single night without fail, they would watch Wheel of Fortune. Like it was like a near religious experience.
Yep. My mom's mom would do that too, and then Benny Hill right after.
Benny Hill.
You weren't expecting that.
I was not ready for that. But yeah, Wheel of Fortune.
Well, that's exciting. So when I was on the Prima, you were on the Prima too.
Yep.
They did The Price is Right.
Yep.
So little co-branding.
Yeah.
I like that. Wheel
Americans
of Fortune,
like
though.
game shows.
Well, that's so funny. You asked me what my favorite game show was, and I told you that, and I didn't know that was the thing.
I know. What would you have guessed Joshua's favorite game show was? I would have. I originally said Price is Right.
Yeah.
Or Hollywood Squares.
Yeah. Well, the Hollywood Squares I don't think counts because that's more entertainment than it was
an
a
actual
game
game
show.
show?
Yeah, that's kind of like Family Feud too.
Okay.
But my favorite show, I guess was it a game show? A Win, Lose, or Draw? It was in the 80s.
Yeah.
Man, that was a fun show. I'm surprised it didn't make it. It didn't. But.
You know what my favorite one was?
What?
Double Dare.
Oh,
watch
but
Double
that's
Dare?
Nickelodeon, though.
That's still a game show.
It was.
And trivia and the
The
physical challenge.
Yes. That's a fond memory.
Yeah.
Mark,
They should
what was
bring-
his name?
Mark.
Oh gosh.
What was his name? Mark.
And then he went on
Help
to
me.
do like food,
Yeah, yeah.
food stuff.
Didn't he die tragically or something?
All right, well let's not go there. I didn't know that. Okay. Evan's
Mark.
like, bring it back up. Bring it back up.
Okay. On to some serious news. So Sandals' new resort in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is set to open March 27th, and they are taking reservations for that. That's going to be their 18th Sandals resort
Wow.
in the capital city of Kingstown, and it is an overhaul of the former Boucamont Bay Spa and Resort, which closed in 2016. 301 rooms, including 2-bedroom Butler villas, which Sandals says will be the brand's most expensive suites to date. So how about that?
Have you been to Sandals?
I have been one time, many years ago.
Okay. What was it like? Because I know some of our members. I mean,
Yeah, no, I think it's
huge for
it's a good product.
Mhm.
And the thing that, again, I've only been to the one,
Yeah.
so I'm by no means the Sandals guy.
yeah.
But from what I understand and I've heard from our folks who do almost nothing but sandals, there's a lot of variation, or there's kind of tiers
Of
of
the
their
experiences,
properties.
okay.
Yeah, and like they're all good.
Yeah.
They're just there's different levels of the luxury scale, I'll call it, right?
Gotcha.
But they operate. They're a great operator,
Mhm.
right? So I have nothing bad to say.
Yeah.
Like we had a great time.
Well,
It was also in a weird period of my life, so I have to like kind of. It was like we had just had our first child. That's when I was in the restaurant business at the time, and it was just chaotic. So it was like a quick 3-day, like let's go and recharge kind of thing. So I think we just kind of were like this for 3 days.
I think I opened Pandora's box by asking that question.
Hey, you ask, I'll answer.
I know.
No
I
secrets
appreciate
here.
that. So something I'll just hook on to
Yeah.
with Sandals. I have not experienced it at all, but working with them as a partner. Please take advantage, if you're one of our members, please take advantage of how Sandals has coverage all across the country. You have a
Yeah.
BDM in your area that would love to meet with you. You just need to give them a call. And they will, especially if you're a solopreneur, it gets very lonely. So if you reach out to them and say, hey, I want to grow my business with you, they will help you, and they've got tools to get you there. I think it's an underutilized partner, especially when you're just getting started, and they've got the structure and support to.
Oh.
This is not sponsored by Sandals.
Yeah, no, for sure. And getting a lot of love in the chat for Sandals here, and Double Dare, by the way. So for those of you listening to the podcast, I'm not the only Double Dare fan out there. All
I
right,
was a fan
last item here for the headlines. Again from Norwegian. I got another headline that our producer Evan was neglected to include here.
He loves when we call him out for making a mistake.
I know.
He thrives on that.
So our friends in Norwegian are going to introduce, and I know this has been big lately, another 1,000 solo staterooms across their entire 19-ship fleet. So
It's exciting.
beginning this week, they're going to open for sale 3 new solo stateroom categories, inside, ocean view, and solo balcony. So a lot of times they've been kind of stuck on the interior, and they, you have like that little solo lounge, which is very cool and all that, but now they're actually going to have some solo balconies, which I'm not sure if they had before. Anyway, future sailing starting January 2nd of 24, so look forward to that. Pricing and availability is going to depend on the destination and demand, so it's not straight pricing. But it will still be less than a traditional double occupancy room.
That's
And
awesome.
they will include access to that key card entry studio lounge. So that's a great thing, especially if you're a single guy like producer Evan, or maybe a widower, or any kind of solo traveler.
Or you just want to get away from the people you work with.
Just want to leave your family for a week.
Yeah, just get away. I got a business trip I need to
Yes.
go on. And solo cruising is a thing, and it is a niche. And if you, if that is your gig, then go for it.
Yeah.
And make sure people know about it. Well, anyway, last note before we go, because time has flown by. If you want to join us for our Crown getaway in December, we have one more room left. This is at the Marival Armony. So look in the events area within Pro, and you can register for that trip. It's going to be a grand time, and our Velma is going to be there. I am so excited for that. So anyway, thank you guys for joining us live, or on demand, or podcasty land, wherever.
Podcasty land. I love
We
that.
will sort of see you next week, but tune in to watch our adventures as we. This is my first time to Italy,
Oh.
and my first time to Greece and Croatia, and my first time traveling with you for this length of time. So one of us will survive for sure.
We're going to have a grand time.
We are. All right, take care, guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye, everybody. Love you.
Bye-bye.